Hi all, let's get this game going then. I had a medical appointment this morning and it went really well. So I thought I would stream a game I'm at least confident in streaming while I'm feeling pretty good. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing some setup in the background here. Put that down there. That's it. Go back to that screen. Go back to that screen. Okay. Now we set the game. There we go. Oh. I've got 3 games on the go. I've got the YouTube series which I did, which is a leveling guide. It went horribly badly, and you can see that playthrough on the YouTube. And then since then I've started writing my own little guide on how to level up without using a global power box on a private server, not a dedicated server. There's a big difference. As a side note, if I've got any crossover from my Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs, I have added an update as a pinned comment on the last Baldur's Gate 3 stream, just to keep everyone updated for those that are interested. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is one of my bases. I'm not going to go into it. I'm doing base tours another day. For now, I'm trying to find my chest. There it is. I've got signs everywhere, so I know what I need. So this has got all my base materials in it for starting a new base. So we'll just grab all of those. So first thing I have done is I've secured a location for my base. Now I love and excuse the pronunciation, Sakajima Isle. Absolutely adore it. So bar 2, all of my bases are on the isle. This box represents where I'm going to be building this base. This is the last base I need, 9 of 9. I've got I've got 9 bases, codependent bases that rely on each other to do various things. I don't use exploits, game mods, or game bugs. So everything I do is base game only. Where is my box? Is it this way? I always get lost in flight. There it is. So this is base game only. So I don't build, random stuff. Custom settings I will add as a pinned comment once the stream is over. Alternatively, if you really want them, I can grab the link and pop it in chat for any listeners that want them. The first thing I'm going to do now I'm here, is delete the marker. Bump. And we're here. This is where I'm going to pop my last base. I've already built the base partially, and I thought this would be a great way of showing how I go about building my bases before I do the base tours. So this has got an oil rig patch right in the wrong place, but it's fine. We are going to build over it. Now I use stone as my foundations, and you can build over this. You just need to get it in the right place at the right height. So we just go to there. Boom. Next thing I do is I jump up, go to my pal. Alright, I forgot to get wood, or I've done something with my wood. Alright, that's not a problem. We have a handy axe. Let's go and find a tree. Like this one here. There we go. Done. There we go. It's coming up to night time, which that's not a problem. I always try and face... Which way do I want? I can't remember now. The stone is not at the right angle. Let's destroy that and start again. Da-da. Right there. That's better. That's better, I think. Is that in the right place? Right. This is where I build the PAL box, back to where I was saying. And I build it. Oh, why won't it let me? Usually it's me do this. It's being annoying. Okay. I'll have to do it the way. You build 9. It doesn't. You can use whichever foundation material you prefer. Oh, seriously? Oh my days. I had this all planned and prepped, and now for some reason I'm missing materials. There we go. Are you now going to let me tell you? You're going to tell me I haven't got enough stone for the power box now, aren't you? Yep. Oh, this is going well, Garth. There's 2. Let's quickly have a Gale Claw glider around, see if we can find another little stone somewhere. That's coal, wood. Come on. Just need a little bit of stone somewhere, anywhere. There we go. Yay. Alright. And I pop it. Very difficult to see. There. Right, so we've got that, and then I just have a quick check on whereabouts the blue line is, and make sure there's nothing in the way that cannot be got rid of, like a stone formation. That oil rig patch, I don't want it. I've got an oil rig base, I don't need any more. So that is in the perfect position for me. There's a little bit of a down slope here, but that's fine. So we are jump off of Jet Dragon. And we'll build the power box. Pudding, there we go. And the first thing I do is build my guild chest right on this corner here. Build that up. Frog Later is not designed as a worker. I'm just leveling it up, so it's level 52. Once it gets to level 60, I'll 4-star it, etc. It doesn't have worker skills, but it does have handiwork, so hopefully it's go a little bit quicker. I'm still breeding pals that I need on this save, so I'm carrying around a couple of Yukumos that have got certain skills I can hopefully pass on, rather than my full proper team. Come on, guild chest. It takes so long. I have no idea why it takes so long. It's ridiculous. There we go. So I've got my guild chest there now. It's got all my building materials. The first thing I then do is build... Where is it? The repair bench behind it. That just sits on that corner there. And then I build the PAL stand, which will fit in if I've built... No, I haven't built the repair bench in the right place. Let's try that again, shall we? Goes in that corner. That's better. You get that little gap there, and then we put the PAL monitoring stand. I always call it the PAL monitoring stand. It's just monitoring stand, but that's that. So that's my little starter. And now the next thing I do is build my defense walls to stop random stray PALs coming into the base. I always go with metal defensive walls because they are the best walls in the game thus far. And we pop that all the way around the very edge, almost on the blue line itself, because that way it prevents visiting merchants going, oh, I'm coming to your base, you having no idea which base it's going to. That is perfect. The blue line is on that side, which has got a little bit of a blue shimmer. I might fix that a bit later, but there's no blue shimmer on the inside, which I hate. Now I've just got to build 60 of them. So if that one's got any, has that got any blue shimmer? Yeah, it has. Okay, we'll delete that one and try again. Do 2 and see how we go. See, that's now got a bit of a gap. I can't have a gap because that'll invite merchants. So we might just have to put up with a bit of blue shimmer on this one. I very rarely look at the outside of my base anyway. So we'll put up with some blue shimmer. Don't know why it's blue, but there we go. And we just literally just go around, trying to make sure we stay on the blue line. I mean, if you want visiting merchants to your base, the best way to do that is to capture one. I've run some tests. Currently, Nocturnal and Vampiric do not work on merchants. Because I caught one with a Yakumo, or a couple actually, and they still go to sleep. So I have lodged that as a bug. Because I believe if they've got that, they shouldn't be sleeping at night time, as per the passive. They may not have thought of people using Yakumo. If you're unaware, Yakumo has birds of a feather as a partner skill. While fighting together, it becomes easier to encounter pals with the same passive skill as this pal. Basically, what you do is you get the skills you want on the pal by capturing a ton of gobfins and Krojiros. And then you breed those, which will give you a Yakumo, and then you can breed those to get the skills you want. Get it maxed out to level 5. As you can see, this one hasn't been starred up yet. And then you use your Mercy Ring to and whichever weapon you want to reduce them down to 1 health. Jump on your Yakumo and ride it, and then you capture it. And if you use the aim button for your weapon, you can then use your weapon to attack things from Yakumo. They don't have a lot of health as standard, so if you want them to survive against bosses, for example Jetragon, etc., Noclum, etc., then you're going to want to enhance their defense and health. Make sure they are level 60 and make sure they are 5-starred. And if you want to, you can buff them with fruits if you want. I'm not going that far. I've not even starred mine. They still do quite well. So that's how I did it. I've got a Yakumo that is dedicated to ranch pals. My ranch pals don't have work skills. I've ran some tests, and there's a minuscule amount of difference between giving them work skills, and I've given them Vampiric, Master of Fasting, Heart of Immortal King, and Swift. So when they do need to eat, they can just charge to the nearby food and get that and come back again. I think that's what I've got on them. I can't remember. I can't remember what the fourth one is. I think it's Swift. It might be something else. And they tend to drop a lot more because then they're active 24/7. Because of the vampire, they're nocturnal. That's what I do in my ranch. And then I 4-star them and enhance them with work speed, souls for work speed. But I'm spoiling all my base videos. I will do a base video for each of my bases. I might even live stream it. I'd probably not. Probably do a YouTube video because it's easier that way. Can quite take a long time to do these, especially if you're a bit of a perfectionist or have neurodivergency for OCD like me. But we are getting there. The annoying thing is they don't always fit together nicely at the end, so you might have a bit of an overlap. I don't mind that at this stage because we might need to move some of these anyway once we get the rest of the foundations down. But I like to put the defensive walls down first, especially because I'm on Tsukujumo. This one's going to have to be a freehand jobby. Try and get the right height. And then we just walk forward. I'm on controller via Steam/PC, so that's why all the controls are maybe a little bit weird. And I prefer the Xbox controllers over the PlayStation ones because the X ones are bigger. Right, is that blocked? We don't want a single gap, not even a... There we go. That is solid. Because if you attack a merchant, you end up getting assault, and then the PDIF come after you. And that way you just go to any base with defensive walls up with no gap and no doors open on your base and they can't get to you and they just bugger off. It's quite fun. Right, so now I've got the defensive walls up. There's no random wandering pals to distract or annoy me. Merchants can't get in. We are completely blocked off, although there is one there, so I might go and attempt to get it. Do I have a ranch hunter? No, I don't. Oh well, we'll just get it as base then. It might be lucky. Where is it? No, it's going too far away. Whoop, where's it gone? No, oh, is it gone? Where are you? I know I can't be bothered to play hide and seek. Just carry on. That's the front. Okay, that's fine. So go back to your whichever preferred foundation is. Mine is stone. This is square one. All right. And so I've planned out my base on some graph paper. Oh, old school, I know. So this is the length. So we've got square 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we just count it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more. 6 that end. We come back through the power box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason we do 6 is because then we've got plenty of space to build our walls and whatever else you want around your foundation stones without interacting or getting too close to the defensive walls. Get too close and guards and mobs can attack your foundations without going through the defensive walls. And then we do the same here. So that's square 1, which we don't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gale Claw. So I have Gale Claw in the base building. I don't have jump boots. Gale Claw is better in my opinion. Gale Claw and as you can see the old grappling gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 obviously, so it should be 11 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. And then this one should be 13 in total. Whoa, a bit too far. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've got the base dimensions correct. So the next thing is we do the outskirts. And this is where your defensive walls can be a little bit sketchy, because we need to go out the same width. So I tend to get as close as I can. Oh, that should be okay. Let me just meet the one down here. There we go. And I'll go back. I like using the pillars. So on corners I use the wood pillars. There we go. So that's what I thought might happen. So I'll just drop the walls here for a minute, and then we'll build the wall up in this corner of 4 high. The reason we go 4 because it allows total freedom in the future for whichever pals you want to use. Even if they're alphas, 4 high walls will be perfect. You won't need to worry about AI. 3 high walls, some of the larger pals, if they're alphas, will get stuck. Their AI will break, they'll get stuck, and next thing you know, they're hungry, they're ill, they're starving. You'll need medicine and food, and you'll spend a long time making sure they're healthy again. It's easier at this stage just to bypass that. I'll use metal walls, and then I use, what am I doing? That's upper level. The ground floor, or the first floor, always has metal, then stone, and then I go into glass. Glass, and a glass window. You can use whichever materials you prefer and whichever style you prefer, but this is my kind of standard setup. And the reason I build that then is because then I can put the defensive walls back and I don't have to worry about coming back here again to do any fandangle bits. So we'll go take this out as far as we can, which is about there. We'll do the same with the other side, which is why you do 3. There we go. And apparently, even though I destroyed 3, I'm out of materials because I built the... What's it? So now we need to hook on. My controller's busted. I need a new controller, which is why I'm having issue. There we go. Make sure we've got... oh, there's a gap there. That, I know it's only a small gap, excuse me, but it is enough for the PDIF to get through. That is solid, and I'm not worried about the blue because I won't see it's behind the wall. So now we've got to find the... This is where it is. This is the break. So we then destroy all of these. Right back to the one where we've got the gap, which is this one, and then rebuild. Cannot have a gap in our defensive walls. It's only for the PIDF. If you have no intention of going to the wildlife sanctuaries or capturing merchants, then you don't have to worry about it. You can get away with gaps. PALs won't come through the gaps, it's only the PDIF. And then we'll freehand this one again. I might have to rejig the wall again, so I'm not being... but if I don't... oh God, I hate not being able to see the wall. I have to angle it down because it's too high. It doesn't match, but then I can't see the... See, every time I raise up to see where the wall is, it changes the height of the thing. It's a really horrible design on the controller. It's annoying. See, now it's not high enough. That is going to bug the crap out of me. I don't understand why they've designed it this way. I really don't. I also don't understand why I've got to be miles away from where I want to build the foundation to raise it up a little bit. I'm not even sure this is going to help me because, again... See, I can't see the top of the defensive wall when I'm freehanding. It's so frustrating. Try and line it up using the bottom. That's it. There we go. No gap. No gap. That's almost seamless. Right, great. I'll get rid of this. There we go. Right, so do our next foundation section. Oh, I need a new controller. This is something you might run into when it's a slight uneven ground. It's not the ideal place, but I've literally run out of places to build on the Sakajima Isle. Because the developers have decided for whatever reason to not give you enough flat spaces to build an entire base using all of the space the base provides that is completely and utterly flat with nothing in it that you can't get rid of, like stone formation or a tree that cannot be cut down. It's so yeah, there's so many good places you can build a base, but there just isn't the right terrain, or worse, like I built one on the volcano, one on snow, and one on desert because I just wanted different biomes. And then I found that after a while, when the volcano had erupted, there's ash floating in the sky. Brilliant, love it, great immersion. Yeah, the ash was then also floating through my base, and that annoyed the... It took me 8 hours across a few days to build each of those bases, a minimum of 8 hours. And I destroyed them in under 2, all 3 of them. Because the snow had the same problem, and so did the desert in a sandstorm. All the particles were coming through the base. Doesn't matter what material I use, they just float through. It's just like, I'm behind walls. Why? Why have I got snow in my base? It sucks. Yeah, we're going to have to do the same treatment as we did with the last corner. So we'll take those down. Build my preferred setup. Oh, is that going to... Oh. Yikes. The base is in the wrong place. I have to move... Crap. Okay, not much to do about it. The mushroom is holding up the... it's funny and frustrating at the same time. Now I've got to climb up there and get it. Ugh. So I need to move the base. The whole thing. Ugh, dang it. Oh dear me. Okay, destroy that, destroy that. We'll have to get rid of the guild chest because it goes when you destroy the PAL box anyway, and we need to move the PAL box to the right. At least one, so we will delete some of these foundation nodes to give us the stone to do that. You can't build foundations around the PAL box once it's down, so you need to have the 9 down before you can do that. I'll worry about any PALs that have mysteriously materialized inside the base in a minute. Right now, let's get the PAL box built again. That's it. Have we got anything? No, good. Are we outside that mushroom? We are, I think. Yes, now of course we've got to move all of our foundations and our wall because everything's out. So, all good fun. I should have checked the mushroom. I forgot about the mushrooms. But it's a nice, this is a very nice place to build anyway. And it's one of the... There's a couple of other spaces I could build, but they are so uneven. It's doubtful. Oh, you know what? Where is... Go, go. Build the damn thing in like 3 seconds. Thank you. I don't usually do that. The only reason I have a Anubis is to build bases sometimes, just for that reason. So guys, it's taking too long. But as I said before, I don't understand why some of the things take multiple minutes and some things take 2 seconds. There we go. Right, that's better. Okay, so... If we destroy the foundation, everything will come tumbling down, come out of the deconstruction mode so we can pick everything up. I'm not going to worry about the walls at the moment because I've not seen any guards or pals come into this little area. Aside the shrooms that were kind of generally wandering around. But, yeah, we'll just go back to ground zero almost. We'll figure out the defensive walls a little bit later, don't worry about that. Right now. Okay then, that's almost back to ground zero. So we start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have had this happen before my own bases. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Hold on, I must counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. So have we got any popping out of that end? No, they're all in the wrong area. Okay. I've built one of the mega bases before and got all the way to the end and then realised I'd made a mistake and had to delete the base. It was 75% complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Huzzah! Right, now let's do the outlay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, way up. Oh, of course, no, it's 6, isn't it? This one, that's fine. I'll come back to that. Ah. I know I keep getting the count wrong, it's because the walls are in the wrong place. Alright, it's time to demolish some walls then. Might as well just go around and get those done. There's the merchant. What's that? Which one's that? Oh, don't worry about it at the moment. More important things to do. Got a base to build. Keeping on weight. I don't like going overburdened. $62, so that's 55 per. Yeah. Ah, I thought I had enough. Okay. We're not that far over, which is why we've still got quite a bit of movement left. Boop. There we go. Why did the ingots not go in there? Oh, okay, okay. Normally I'd capture that merchant, but I'm going to wait because I'm going to finish off. I'm going to get the defensive walls in place, and I can capture it with impunity. There's little shroomies. They're going to be in the base now. They're going to be annoying. I might have to defeat them. I don't need them. I don't need any naturally occurring pals anymore. Everything needs to be specifically bred for passives. Okay, so up we go. That is the wrong defensive walls. That's better. Do it again, Sam. I think that's a very old movie quote, but I'm not sure. I don't know what movie it's from. It just got said a lot. I don't even know the context. This is going to be a very rough wall. I don't like it. Start again. I hate having to do my walls twice. That's better. There we go. Right. That's it. I know what's wrong. I'm doing it wrong. Oh, you moved. I need a new controller. You can hear me say that a lot. So you see it moves. The left stick of my controller is broken. So I get that round. You can see where that's moving. That's not me. That's that's the stick being broken. Stop it. Makes precision building very annoying. No, there's no blue on that inside. That's good. I don't have raids on at this level because there's literally no point. All it is usually just pals, and again, I don't need them. It'd be nice if they were relative pals that I needed, but I had them on and got 3 raids, and they're all like low-level, crappy pals. I looked it up on 4 different websites, and they're absolutely useless. Incineram, Nox, Incinerams, Pengullets, and what was the other one? Oh, Lace Punk, and it's just like I had a look. The only one that could possibly get used was Incineram, but you know, it was like niche case. Stop it. Okay. I will have to make periodic trips back to my hatchery. That's my breeding base to check on eggs. I've got some breeding projects on the go that need to be kept up to date and emptied. Trying to get this done before the merchant leaves, but I don't think I'm going to get it closed off. If you can get the defensive walls in place while the merchant's there, you can't leave. So it says merchant is leaving, but it's got nowhere to go because it can't leave. Oh, there we go. But with my controller being broken, I'm not sure I'll be able to get it in time. There we go. We've got to be nearing the end soon. Oh wow, we've got like 25% to go. Jeez. This one's going a little bit slower than the last one. It's quicker to do from this angle, but it's not so as precise. You give up precision for quickness. Come on, let me build there. Don't let me freehand it, please. I don't want. There we go. Boom. Now where is the merchant? Is it inside? Yeah, there it is. Awesome. Right. Okay, we've got it. We got it. Right. Let's go to our power box. Where's my Yakumos? There we go. Support. Vampiric, Seer, Musclehead, Lands, SNR, Vampiric. Where's the ranch one? There it is. Yeah, it was right. Heart Removal King, Master of Fasting, Vampiric, and Swift. Switch to weapon. Switch to ranch. And kapow. Do that. Boom. I've got max effigies. I've maxed out my pal statue. I'm using the second best bulls in the game, and it didn't get it a vampire anyway. Never mind. And I've got homing sphere, which is +3 capture rate, and still it was 40% to catch. Sucks. Right, now I need flying one out, so I need to redo my jet dragon after they released Fay Break. So I've got to go and catch another one. Right, now we can get back to our grapple gun. We should be able to finish these off now. I haven't checked the mushroom to see if we're still in a bad position, but I think we're okay. If I have to rebuild again, I'll rebuild again. It's fine. It's not fine. Right, I think we're alright though. It's very difficult to tell at night time without building lights everywhere, but I think we're good. Yeah, that might even be even more space than the last time. Can we get... Ooh. We should be alright then. Right, okay. Is there any others that are close that I need to do? Yeah, that one's got to be done. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That fourth one is always a bit of a pain to get on. You can do 3 quite comfortably, but 4, a bit tight. Come on. Come on. I know it will go. There it is. Oh, no. There it is. Come on. Oh, gee whiz. Just... Oh. Got it. Got it. Oh my word, this is going to be a tight one. I'm not sure I'll be able to get the defensive walls in place easily. Oh, sorry Shroomer. Napping away there. Put that one in and then we're going to have to go inside to do the last one, which is fine. Alright. Oh, it's going to be yellow. Okay, can we touch it to the other side then? That's it. No, no, no. Come on, controller. Don't be annoying. There. Come on, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Don't go red, don't go red. Ah! It's freehand. Alright, I need some ingots from the chest so I can go outside and freehand it, preferably before daytime when the shroomers wake up. Oh, they've disappeared already. They appear to have gone in my base. That's a good thing. Alright. See, that's outside. We want it. We need it there. What's the height? Okay. It's going to be very difficult. We're going to have a gap. Because I need to attach it to one of these. There. Seamless that side. Got a gap. Of course you've got a gap. Where is the odd one? I bet it's miles away. It's probably all the way around there somewhere. I think it is. Okay, what we'll do then for now as a quick solution, if Gale Claw would let me go, is we'll use some pillars just to stop the gap hole for a moment. They do stop the thing, they're just like ugly. Right, that's that gap sorted out. Let's go to this corner. This corner can't be built at all by the looks of it. Oh no, it can. we should be okay with that one. Yeah, it'll be fine. That's fine. Last corner to check then. That one should be fine. And the mushrooms shouldn't get in the way. Okay, cool. Right, let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. Filling in the foundation gaps. Oh, that's got blue in the inside. That might annoy me. I'll sort it out later, maybe. The most difficult part is that first setup. After that, it's smooth sailing. Got access to a guild chest with all the materials in you're going to need. Then you'll be fine. Dum dum dum. So you build the 9 and then do your framework. So if the base doesn't measure out properly, you've got time to change it before you get too deep into the building process. All of the bases that I will show in my videos upcoming will be done exactly the same as this. Aside from one, I think, which is an oil rig base, because that had to be designed differently because of the oil rigs on the ground floor. I like using the pillars, preferably the Japanese ones, because it just then there's some gap. Depending on what you're using for your walls, there are some gaps in between the walls, and these just hide the gaps. So it's quite nice and easy, and wood being the easiest material in the game to get from like level 5 onward. Unless you've got randomized pals on, and then good luck. I get why people use it, I hate it. I want to know where the pals are, I want to know how to get them, etc, etc. Excuse me. That's that corner done. The reason I use the wooden round pillars in the corners because they stand out better. They get lost in the corners. The Japanese ones are too small for the corners, so I just use these bigger ones and they stand out. What I then do is do the second layer of Japanese pillars, and if you after a bit of practice you can usually just run past, and timing is essential. You can just plonk them up. Occasionally I miss one. 3 out of the entire walls, not bad. Oh my days, that's bad. There we go. Oh my, 2 in a row I missed, jeez. 3 in a row, that's unlike me. I usually miss 1 or 2 across the entire wall. This is embarrassing, I'm missing. Man. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see if I can redeem myself. Nope. There we go, only 1 on that section. Alright, then we switch to the metal walls and build all of those on the floor. Not that way, of course, that's wrong. Told you my controller's broken. Normally I'd do it a lot faster than this, but with that left stick controller being broken, it causes issues with precision building, which means I'm a lot slower. Unless you're building oil rigs, this base I'm building here, well, you can use it for anything. It's a standard template that you can set down pretty quickly once you get used to building it. As long as you've got access to a guild chest with all the materials in, you don't need to worry about finding stuff. Let me just take a drink. Oh, that's better. I'm going to do this second round, and I'm going to have to go to my hatchery and check on my eggs, because they'll be ready to hatch probably. I prefer to do 10 at a time, because then that's one incubator egg full, but I think it's been a bit longer than that. Get a preview of my hatchery base before the video. Here we go. Oh, that's better. Pop to the guild chest, make sure I'll get rid of any materials that I don't need. Okay, hatchery base is here. There are a lot of signs on this base, but don't pay any attention to them because they're all out of date. Yeah, I'm way overdue to pick these up. That's frog laters. Frog later is, I learnt from a content creator called Speakerhead Gaming. I'll link his channel in the description or below after the stream has ended. Oh, I think might got one. And the idea is you use Kujiro partner skill, and then you put it at the bottom of an elevator shaft, like this one over there. And you can see that one goes all the way up, and then you bounce all the way to the top of your mega base. It's absolutely brilliant idea. So I'm breeding them with my own particular passive brand. I need a couple more, and then I'll just be breeding for stars. So, nope, 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 nope. 4 blueies. There's one. Alright, do I need it? What? Oh, hold on, just got to switch to my spreadsheet. Page 7. Right, how many do I actually need? Need 1 for factory, the ranch, the farm. Got the factory, got the ranch, got the farm, got the warehouse. Do I need one? Yeah, okay. This is frog later 5. For the cake maker, and it's F. I don't care whether it's male or female, but when I get to breeding for stars, it's handy to know how many breeding pairs I can actually put together to breed a lot more. Right, they're done, so we'll sort those. Boom. This is going to be my land mount. With the elemental chest having guaranteed dog coins, I want an electric pal in my party, and the easiest way to do that is to get Azure main, as my land mount. They're pretty good. They've also got generating electric, so they can open electric chests. And I'm after an alpha with the required passives, because I'm going to be riding it. So I want an alpha. Normally I don't care, but specifically I want an alpha. I had one. It was an alpha, but it didn't have. It only had 2 out of the 4 passives I wanted. So we go again. Nope. Nope. We're after Legend, Swift, Runner, Nimble, and they don't have them. So they'll be used for stars. Prunella I'm working on. I need to breed the passives. So at the moment I haven't got one. My Yakuma for the passives is not 4-starred. So I've got several of them with the right passive skills across them. It's just then putting them together and trying to get one with all 4 passives on it. Prunella is a partner skill. I can't remember what it does, but it's for crop growing. So like for your farm and your cake productions. Yeah, there we go. No. Ooh. See, now they've got all 4 between us, so we are looking for a perfect passive, and there's none there. So close. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. Ooh. That's missing artisan. Which one's carrying artisan? The male. Oh, okay, so that is that, but without the oddity of brave. Great, there's an upgrade. Put that in. No. Oh, I hate the fact it loses the position of the power box so easily. It's annoying. Well, that is no longer worthy of being kept. That can be sacrificed. There's one. There we go. That's what I want. Brilliant. We've got the female breeder, which is absolutely perfect. I'll pop that in, so now just looking for its male counterpart, and we can have an increased chance of getting the ones with the correct passives. So I hatched 12 and I've only gone through 10, so I've got 2 more. No, and these are all ones I've had before. Oh, did I just see one? Oh, it's right in the middle. Oh, there we go, 25. Did I just see one that was perfect just a minute ago? No, I think I got there. I think I got sidetracked by one with the double blue there. Maybe, I don't know. Right, up to the 2nd floor then. Handy pole. Grapple onto. And we gale claw our way out. There's my Bastigors. I'm breeding these as my cooler pal. So these are just for stars, so I don't care what they actually got on them. And over here we've got Hell's Lux. I use these in my farms for growing electric because they have a better transport skill than Orsurk, and they're nocturnal because they're dark pal and they don't need a passive. Orsurk isn't. No, Orsurk on general is better, but for specifically what I want it to do, Hell's Lux is better. So Bastigor is for stars only. It's got what's Hell's Lux doing. That stars only as well. So again, don't care what they have. So that is a hatch and forget. Set, hatch, forget. And we're back up. Oh, missed the poles. That's fine. Round we go. Bop, 2, 1. Up we go. Whee! Boop. I'm breeding Cremis for wool Now I know I've got infinite amount of gold, but buying wool's a pain. Even though I've got a merchant, I can just summon the merchant, buy as much wool as I want, pop it in the guild box, and I'm done. It's still nice to be able to have it at a base being produced passively. So I've chosen Cremis because after a lot of research, it's got the least food required out of Malpaca, Cremis, and Lumball. Plus, it looks cute. So, yeah, I've got an egg hatcher there. I just can't sort them because I need to be at the power box. So, ooh, this is why I've got this staircase like it is. I mistimed it. So if you've got a decent glider, a Gale Claw, not Hangu, because Hangu goes up, Gale Claw goes down, you can literally go, why is Prunella there? Did I not de-summon it? Or is it bugged out? I didn't put it back in its pen. Get in there. Go on, off you go. That's it. Lost some egg laying time there, that sucks. Alright, so let's have a look at our Cremis. Nope. 4 blues. All we're interested in. Didn't get a single one. There's an alpha I need to sacrifice. So we'll go and do that. Quick check for any other alphas while we're going through that are unmarked. Oh, why are you there? Get there. Cure. Thought I spot. Ah, of course, the 2 Azure mains. Yep. Go away. And a Cremis. No. Salt. Right, and then we finally do Plasmat Ryus. Oh. I've chosen Plasmat Ryus because it's got the same skill level as Astagon, but it's not as big and it's more pretty. Unfortunately, you can only get Plasmat Ryu from raid. You can't actually capture them, so breeding them with perfect passives is a nightmare. I've hatched over 1,000 eggs and I'm still yet to get. I've still only got Work, Slave and Artisan. I haven't got Remarkable Craft or Serious after nearly 1,000 eggs. Oh, there's Nocturnal. That's what I wanted. It's got Logging Freeman on it as well, which is a bit. That's the first time I've seen Nocturnal, and they're serious. But I need Remarkable Craft, so unfortunately that's going to get eaten. I'd value Nocturnal over Serious. I prefer Vampiric, but you know. Right, let's see, was it a male or female? Male, so we need to change that out with that one. We're going to keep that one on standby, just in case this goes horribly wrong. Or in case we get a female which has got Artisan, Work, Slave, Nocturnal. Just means we've got a horrible logging foreman on it, but there's nothing can be done about that. Right, let's go and quickly check. That's a large egg, not a huge. That's not going to be an alpha. Oop, that can sit there then. Right, that's that done. I need to go to my factory base and just kick off some stuff. Do I? No, I'll leave it. Right, let's go and build this. Otherwise, I'll be here for hours. Hello, can I? No, I'm sorry. This is a solo Southbound world only. Multiplayer is off, so is cross-play. I'm intending to set up a dedicated server as soon as I can figure out how I want to do it. But this particular world is mine. And mine alone. I tried co-op before. It's not great. It's quite horrible. So it's either you go SSF, so that's Solar Self-Found, like this world, or you go for a dedicated server, which is a lot better in any way. But it's just a matter of setting one up. I haven't quite decided how I want to set one up, or what settings I want. As soon as I figure it out though, if you keep an eye on my YouTube, I will be announcing it via a video, and then yeah, hell yeah, you can join me, but not on this world. So now we're going to do level 3 for our mega base. Oh well, I shouldn't say level 3. This is wall high 3. It's to be a 3-level base, 4 high each level, so it's 12 in total, with an optional 4th level for an expedition if you so wish. I haven't got any on my build on my mine yet, but I figured out how I'm going to do it. I just need to figure out how to change my roof, and you'll see what I mean if you hang around. I'll show you what I do with my roof, and then why it's so difficult for me to add in an expedition. You want multiple expeditions. Once you've got enough pals to run expeditions, you kind of want them. This generates so many resources, specifically souls. You need thousands of souls. I've got a spreadsheet that's calculated exactly how many souls I need of each level, and currently I need 300,000. Yes, that's 300,000 great souls. So I'll definitely be having lots of expeditions running, but I need the pals first. So alright, let me get to the 4 high. Unfortunately, this is a bit that annoys me. I need to go up because I can't. It's just easier. You can do it from the floor, but this is a lot quicker. Doesn't seem like it, I know, but it is a lot quicker. Almost out of stamina. If you're wondering why I have got so much stamina, I've got max stats on this character. Level 60 obviously, and then I've used potions etc to max them out. I didn't start doing that until I got to level 60. Ability points wise, that's the points you get for leveling up. I just put all of mine, or most of mine, into stamina and health. It doesn't matter too much because you find the potions quite regularly doing dungeons and from the supply drops. So, oh, missed that one. Fortunately, the wall building is quite boring. I generally get bored doing the walls, but it needs to be done. There we go. That's that done. So just set up while we do that, and we've got our stamina back already. Oh no, not that one. No. Pow, off we go again. And then once we've done this, we can do the stairs, plus all the tools. I know what this base is going to be, but I'm going to include most of the tools. The ones I won't include are the silo, the water fountain, and the flower bed, mainly because unless you're building a farm of some description, like for cakes or other material or other cooking recipes, excuse me, there's no point. It's a waste of materials. So I don't include those three in every base, not even for decorative purposes, because I'm not a very decorative person. However, there's space in this template to put loads of decorations if you feel so inclined. And again, as a reminder, you can use whichever materials you like to build the walls and the foundations. Whichever sections, if you just want to block yourself in with loads of walls, you can do that. I just prefer having a lot of light, natural light in my bases, hence the last two levels are glass. I would build glass everywhere, but if you get attacked by guards or pals, which can happen, even if you've got raids off, and they get through your defensive walls, even though they're metal, they'll then start attacking your walls, and it gives you that little bit extra time to get there and stop them. Round and round we go. I think this is the last wall. I'm hoping it's the last wall. Are we going to make it? We're going to run out of stamina. Ooh. I think we're going to make it to the corner. Come on. Are we going to do it? Yeah, there we go. And that's it. There we go. Whew, so that is the first level. Basics done. We've got the foundation stones down. We've got our repair bench and our monitoring stand and our chest. Plus power box. And then that is the 4 levels. Now we're going to do the stairs. I always put the stairs facing the power box, and then I'll build the stairs behind me, because invariably it doesn't matter what I do, when you zone into a base I always end up on this side. I don't know why, because to me this is the back, and so I can then see the stairs, and if I wanted to I can just go straight up the stairs. So count backwards from the wall. We want 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, my preferred material to build is stone, so I put 2 stone walls there as a base marker. I then put 2 triangular walls here facing into the base like so, and then I put 2 that way, so we've got our little angles like that. And then we put down our first set of stairs. I prefer to use stone steps, and you can use whichever steps you like. Just be wary of using the Japanese steps, because they actually have railings, and building 2 next to each other like this, these railings actually cause an issue with the PAL's AI. So unless you're building stairs solely for yourself, then yeah, don't build them. Right, so we've got a little gap here, and the reason we've used triangular stones is because then it's just enough space to put some tools. First tool we're going to put is a large toolbox just in there. And then we're going to put a snowman in the other side for our cooling pets, because I use cool boxes everywhere. Hence the, come on, there it is. It just about fits. Now, if you were to build a wall, an actual wall, these wouldn't fit under the stairs, which is why we build the triangular sections, because then they fit. Now, if you wanted to see your snowman, you could then build it elsewhere, but I'm not that bothered about seeing it, so I just pop it there. Back into our walls, we pop one there, and in here, right, we then build 3 away, I pop down a little feed box in that corner, and then I don't do that, press the wrong button. Build a straw pal bed there. Boop. Go into my pal box and I summon one of my workers, Celine's, because they have they're dark pals. So there you go, swift, remarkable craftsmanship, artisan work-safe, and bam, everything's built quickly. Which is why we build the pal boxes, sorry, not the pal box, the toolbox. And then I use what I call donuts, jam-filled buns. I put not very many. You don't need very many for Celine because it's only got a food requirement of 3. Which is why I use it over Anubis, because Anubis has got a feed value of 9. I mean, I know I'm like extreme end game where I've practically got infinite resources, but still. So now I've got my base worker palette. It's going to help me build stuff. We come in here. We go to infrastructure. We build our alpha wave generators, 2 of them, in this little gap, because you can have 2. Oh, I'm out of electric organs. Dang it. Okay. Oh, it's just turned daytime. It means I can get my merchant out and buy some. Where are you? Farm merchant. That one. Buy. Electric organs. All of them. Thank you. Pop it back. Where's my guild chest gone? There it is. There we go. I'll max those out later. Right, so build another one in here. If we put it at this one all the way at the back corner, and then let Celine build it. Here she comes. Oh, come on, Celine. Stop being annoying. There we go. And build the beta one. There, she'll build that. That's it. After that, we then go and build all the other tools. So pop in a flame cauldron. If you're worried about like role-play aspects, like the flame cauldron's next to the snowman's going to melt, then obviously build it wherever you want. But I build them in this little area here. Stump and axe goes in there. Again, like I said, unless you're building the farm, I wouldn't put these in this base. I know this base isn't going to become a farm, so I'll leave those. And if I am building a farm, I'll put those outside. I won't put them under the stairs. Oh, no. Stone wall. And then we build another triangle. There. Right, she built everything. Yep. We've got to wait for her to move. I usually distract her by building something else that is completely irrelevant, like just a light or something, just to get her to move. There we go. I can put that in there and destroy the light. If powers don't have anything to do, they tend to remain static. And then we are onto our roof. Did that get built? I thought it did. It might have built somewhere I didn't want to. I'll have to check that in a minute. Build 4, 2x2, and then 2x2 next to it. As I said, my controller is broken, hence the inaccuracy. We also need to build another 2 on the end of here, but these will be destroyed momentarily. I just want to check, make sure, because I think, yeah, there we go. I did build one. I thought I did. I put glass here. Because of the tools we're building under the stairs, if you leave this area empty, pals will try and come through here and then they get stuck. So under here we pop the alarm bell, the pal statue, the pylon, because the pylon needs 2 high gap. If you don't already have one somewhere in a base, you could build a PAL Labour Research Laboratory. You only need 1, because otherwise it confuses the game on your research levels and can get into a bug fix stuck. So I'm going to build a global PAL box. No, I'm not. It's not a global PAL box. I only have that at my hatchery. Where is... There it is. The dimensional storage I pop here. And then I'll go into the work alarm belt, change that to work focus. Pop some more glass up here in this section. And then a Japanese door there. And then more glass on that side. That way there's no chance of my pals going in here and getting stuck. But if I needed to, I could come in here, access the statue, the bell, and the dimensional storage. If you wanted to, you could put the same on the other side, so you got access both sides. Up the stairs. Two of those there, 2 beams there. Oh, bloody controller. Come on. No. Ah, thank you. Got it. More stairs here. This is why we need those other 2. So build the first 2 bits of stair there, and then we can come around and destroy these. They've done their job. Without those 2, you cannot build the stairs this way. So you need to have those there, and then you can build the stairs. And then I go up and I lay what is the floor and the roof. Again, this is a bit boring because you're just laying the floor slash ceiling. The ceiling for floor 1 and then the floor for floor 2. Or floor 1, depending on where you are in the world. I know people have different ways of measuring what is the ground floor and what is the first floor. So, to me, wherever the PAL box is, that is floor 1. And the next floor up is floor 2, floor 3, etc. I know some parts of the world would call where the power box is ground floor, and then where I am now is the first floor. It's just, you know, that's just the way things are. Oh. Just be careful you don't put the ceiling / roof over your staircase. You need to stop in line with your staircase down up, so you don't build further than this, because then your pals won't be able to come up the stairs, especially if they're bigger pals. This is why I don't use certain pals, because they're quite large. For example, the Yulmuntide and Yulmuntide Ignis, you won't see them working in any of my bases, they're too big. Plus they're only single skilled, which I hate. I like multi-skilled pals. Yes, they've got the best water / kindling in the game, however, if you're not at your base all the time and you set a Yulmuntide off to, I don't know, say work a crusher, eventually that crusher's going to run out of materials for you to grind, and then it's going to sit there and do nothing until you go back and redo the crusher. Whereas I use Phalaris Aqua because it's got transport. So right now I've got my production base, or my factory base as I like to call it, running. The Phalaris Aqua have got no duties there, but they are transporting what my miners are digging up from all the pits and the ore mines, etc. So they're doing things. They're not just sat around waiting for me to go there, which is handy if I just want to sit and chill and just do some eggs, or go and do the oil rigs for the chance of finding the elusive legendary schematics. Right, so now we've got our nice flat second floor, and the first thing I'm going to do is protect the stairs. So again, using the Japanese pillars, we outline this area. This is to prevent the pals from falling down or getting stuck like here, and they'll get stuck. They'll do their work in place and then they'll get hungry, but they can't move, and then all of a sudden you've got a hungry hurt pal. It's going to take you a while to sort out because it's stuck, and you need to keep an eye on it, because at that level they don't always automatically go to the springs, so you have to lift them up and throw them at the spring, which is so very annoying. This also adds extra support. These pillars add extra support for the upper levels, so you're not having to worry too much about it falling down. These aren't very creative. This template is not very creative. It's effectively a box. You can see one over there. Different materials are used in that one, but essentially that's what it is. It's a box, but it's a template. And when you first are starting off and you just need a base just to get yourself like going, as it were, once you hit level 60, this will do that. Like I said, it'll do whatever you need it to do. You can build it straight into a farm. The only thing it can't do, as aforementioned, is become an oil rig base, because one of the oil rigs is outside of the power base circle, and the other one is buried under the foundation stone. Yes, foundation stone. The first stone you lay, i.e. where the power box is going to be, is your foundation, your foundation stone. Because without that, you destroy that one foundation stone. Your power box will disappear. Along with it, a lot of your stuff. So this part of the building where the staircase is, I just use glass windows, but I'll keep saying it, you can use whatever you like to build. I just prefer using the glass windows. It adds a lot of light into the base during the daytime, so you're not having to use lights all over the place, which again you can do if you want to. You could use walls everywhere and then use lights to do your lighting. Not a problem at all. You do you. If you find this template once it's finished not up to what you require, again, it's not a problem. I just thought I needed to build a base. I'm on a bit of a burnout from Baldur's Gate 3. And the other game I like playing, Path of Exile, is on a bit of a yikes moment at the moment. So that leaves me with Palworld, and I thought I'd stream building this base. Oh, there we go. The first level around the staircase, I always build wood. Meteorite, that's another Celine. Huzzah! It's another reason why I like being on this isle. I don't need Xenoguards. Xenoguards from the meteorite from Faybreak are completely pointless. Not only that, because it's on Faybreak, by the time if you see a meteorite, you've got to run for it. Otherwise, 3 seconds after the meteorite lands, the Xenoguard is dead. For some unknown reason, the developers have decided that Xenoguard in Faybreak is like level 40, and there are like 4 or 5 level 45 guards, and then they just kill it in seconds. You have to get there and just spam your Power Sphere and hope. That's why I use the homing module more than any other. I don't have to be too good with my aim on it. And then just throw it in a general direction and hope. But after investigation and a lot of trial and error, Xenoguards are now completely pointless. So are Xenovaders. Outside of a couple of niche cases, it's just not worth it. They're just not worth it, unfortunately. I always build the staircase separate to the rest of the thing because it's not as easy as just run around and place stuff. You've got breaks, you've got the break there for it to go down, and then you've got the break there from the outside. It's just easier to do it this way. I found it easier to do it this way, so that's it. And then we should have enough stamina to do the last set of pillars and windows for the stairs. Oh. There we go. Da-dum-dum-dum. Also, I have no idea why everything is built on the right hand side of your character. It's so annoying. Might as well just carry on getting these. There's only a couple more. Do it from the ground. It's just doing the windows then, and I'm done with the staircase. Always aim for the center of the panel you want to be below. If you aim any higher, your avatar will grab the top of the thing and lift themselves up, which then makes it difficult to get back down or to build where the spot you're on. So right, there we go. That's the staircase done, ready for the next level. Ta-da! And I've just realised I made a horrible mistake. I've built a wall where the staircase needs to go up. Whoops, mistakes were made. There we go. Oh, we'll let Celine carry it away. I forgot this was floor 2, so we'll just pop that in there. Oh, Might as well just finish this off. I don't usually do this. I don't usually just concentrate on the staircase in one foul go. But might as well. I'm here now. There we go. So that's the staircase basics finished. Oh, there's some under there as well, so we'll get rid of those. That's it. Right. That's that bit done. Now we got to do the beginnings of the frog later. This is a complete optional section. I will state that now, but I'm going to lay the groundwork. Just got to figure out which way the power box is facing, so I'll put it on the correct side. Power box is facing that way, so it needs to be on the right hand side over there. So this will become the frog later. Again, credit to Speakerhead Gaming for this idea. I have just expanded on it. It may or may not be to everyone's liking. But essentially this is quick access around your base up and down. And it's just another 6 additional standing stones. For me, I put in the pillars. I won't be finishing this off now. This is like the last touch. I'm just laying the groundwork. By this point of the build, if pals, or in my case the Moonflower Guards, were to attack the base, it would have been done by now. So I now know that I am safe to do this and leave it standing without the additional added wall protection. Because I'm building a base, I'm not likely to commit a crime, and therefore the PIDF will not come after me. So again, I have got plenty of time to just put this in and then leave it standing. You'll see what it's for at the end. Pop in the stairs. I always use metal staircases for outside. Don't know why, can't explain it. I hate I have to do this, but it's the only way I've figured out how to get a staircase in place. There we go. Build one on top of the foundation and then jump and hope. Put in the metal door. No, that's wrong. We want it to open the other way. Which button is it? That one? Yep. That's it. And that's as far as I'll go with this bit for now. I'll leave the rest of it until the end. Oh, what am I doing? I need to go upstairs. Is that wrong? Is that in line? Yes. Good. You can't build the pillars onto the doors afterwards. It's a problem with using Japanese pillars. I don't know why they have chosen to do that. I'm not even sure they're aware that happens, but it's so minor. I can't be bothered to raise a bug / issue with it. It may be on their radar at some point and they might do something about it at a later update. But the reason I use these white windows here and only here is so it stands out, so I can easily find the door. I know it sounds ridiculous that you could miss it, but when you have got my bases are set to 40 pals, you've got 40 pals running around trying to find a door, can be a bit difficult. Alright, so that's that setup. I might change all that. Some of that might go to glass, but the standard template is usually I just do that. And then depending on what goes in the base, depending on whether I keep it all white or I change the top half to be glass. So I'm going to put in my corner pillows again. Pillows? No, that's wrong. Pillars. That's better. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's it. I'll now do this little section here because it's so closed off from the rest of the base. I'll end up just doing these pillars all the way to level 4, and then I'll do the walls as well. It's a little bit slower because I'm not running in a straight line, and of course, yeah, you guessed it, controller's broken. Come on, up, up, get the 4th one. Okay. Well, that's it done. Ah, donut time. That's it. Right, and then where do I go here? Oh yeah. For similar reasons I mentioned earlier, I use glass from the 2nd floor up because it provides a lot of natural light into the build, to the base. So it means less lighting around the place. Even at night time, there's a certain amount of natural light that flows through, and it's usually just enough with the hip torch that you can see what's going on if you need to. I don't sleep in the game. I don't sleep. I don't have a bed anywhere in my world at all. I'm always active. Generally at night time, I'm in Faybreak farming the crystals because they show up, the hexalite crystals, because they show up easier.
Yep.
During the day, I'm generally building, breeding, and oil rigging or collecting pals I need for the last few breeding projects I need. And then at night time, I'm always in Faybreak grinding out that elusive hexalite because it's a pain and I need thousands of it. All the gear I'm wearing, every single piece requires outside of the weapons, every single piece of actual armor and shield require hexalite, 1 hexalite to repair. 2 of the weapons I use require hexalite, so even if I go out and just do a quick power collection, that's 4 hexalite bars gone. So that is 48 ore gone If I do what I normally do is at least once an IRL day, I will log on and do the oil rigs. So it's all 3 of them. And yeah, that's expensive. That generally costs about 40 hexalite bars in repairs alone, plus all the ammo. And that's mainly for the Fabrake oil rig. The first one I can generally get around. I just, because it's such a low level, there's a rock you can go to, and then you can just gale claw your way onto the oil rig, and generally you're right next to the golden chest, and you just pick it up and go. And then same for the level, I think it's level 55 one, oil rig. You can, if the chest is in a particular place, you can get there by using your water mount or a flying mount if you're quick enough, so the laser doesn't hit you, to get to the oil rig. And you can scout out underneath to see where the box is, and then quickly jump on your flying mount, fly up to the oil rig, jump off and desummon before the laser hits you, and you can again generally get it quite quickly. And then you get to the Fabrake one where the attack chopper is, and then yeah, it doesn't matter what I do, I always end up having to fight my way through loads of mobs, which is so annoying. That one takes me between 30 minutes and an hour to do, depending on where the chest is. It's got 3 or 4 spawn locations. 2 of them are outside, and it's quite easy to get to. One of them is underneath a platform in amongst some barrels, which is annoying. And the other one is in the center of the oil rig, but downstairs and in a room. And you have to fight every inch of the way. There's no getting around that. You just have to slog it out, and you use so much ammo. I usually just end up using the plasma cannon and the laser, which you can see on the laser rifle, which you can see on my back. Both legendary. Just because the ammo is cheaper, nothing else. There's better weapons out there, I assure you. I know there is. It's just, for crafting ammo wise, it's just so easy to use those 2 because they don't use hexalite. All the better weapons that do more damage and are or more accurate require hexalite to then repair. Again, I don't have a stock of hexalite yet, mainly because I'm breeding so much all the time, sat at my nursery breeding, or I'm catching pals that I need to breed the pals that I need. I've got a lot of pals to breed. I hate building glass at night time. You can't see if it's in place or not. I don't understand, right? If I'm building it here, I can see it perfectly. Right, there it is. That's I can, well, to me it looks like a green color. And then once you've placed it, it goes this very opaque white green color. But then when you put it in, you can't see it because you have to stand so far away to get it in place. It's almost invisible. And I don't understand the design decision for that. It's somewhat annoying. That's a soda gone. Time for the water. Oh my days. I thought I'd be coming up for a break. I usually have a break as an hour and go some stretches. Just need 2 hours. Normally when I end the stream, but I want to get this done. Yeah, I've got time. I want to get this done. I've been chattering too much and not concentrating. That's the problem. Once I get this first level done, the other levels I tend to go quite quick because I've got a bit of more of a benchmark of where I'm going. Plus, the second level and the 4th level, because they're glass windows, you can see them easier because they've got that break. It's only the glass panels that's annoying. Plus, it's daytime now, so you can see them even better. Probably need to go and check on my eggs again in a minute. I'll finish this level off. Oh well, floor I should say, and we'll go and have a quick check. See if we've got anything interesting. Probably not. Oh, come on, that's it. Oh no, stop doing that. Come on. Come on, that's it. There we go. Oh, that's it. There we go. Ba-ba, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum. Oh, okay, now we've got to go for a climb. So we selected Japanese style. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I can't build left because the developers hate lefties. Apparently, I've got to come over here so I can build right.
Yep.
I assume it's a technical thing because you can see the cursors on the right hand shoulder. Whereas if you go this way, still stones on the right hand shoulder. You can't build left. It's weird.
Yep. 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 Yep.
I didn't think it would take this long to build it. It's because of that I didn't check the location of the mushrooms. I had to rebuild the foundation.
Yep.
I've got a couple of chores I need to do after this before I can go to bed. That's fine. I sleep in the morning. It is currently 23:45 local time.
Yep.
Normally I'd be doing my chores right now and then I'd have about an hour and then I'd go to bed. Oh, I finally hit below 9,999 wood in the guild chest.
Yep.
There we go, and then we're back to glass windows.
Yep.
Which you can build to the left because they're bigger. It's only the pillars that you can't build to the left because they're so much smaller. Sucks, but there it is.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So I had a notification on my phone. I was just making sure it's something I didn't need to deal with. Oh, I didn't wait for my stamina to regen. Got distracted. Come on. So I called that. Oh, almost. Da, 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 ding.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Ah, I got too close to the top.
Yep.
So I said earlier, you need to kind of stay in the center of the wall you're below you to build upwards. Otherwise, that can happen. You only need to do this when you're building 4 walls high. But as I said before, after a lot of testing and trial and error, some pals at alpha stage can get stuck on 4 high walls. None of them get stuck because of height. It's completely fine, absolutely fine. Right, I'm just going to do the floor / ceiling, and then I'll go for a break and check my eggs when I get back from break, and then we will continue on with the build. Base build. I do add some decorations to the base, but not until I've got the actual structure done. but that'll be included in the video / stream. Again, it's a template, so feel free to change whatever, but the purpose of this template is to enable you that you can build whatever you need here and use whatever pals you like at whatever size pals you like, and it will not matter. This is the 9th base I have built like this, and none of my pals get stuck because of height. Sometimes they get stuck because of pathway issues, which is known in the game to be an issue, and I know the developers are aware of that, and I'm hoping by the time we get to a 1.0 release that'll be done. All the pathing issues will be resolved. I'm also hoping, and I know it may sound strange, but I'm also hoping that they delete all of the early access stuff so everyone gets to start afresh. I don't want to start 1.0 with everything I have now, because it'll put me off. Well, for private worlds, probably not too much of an issue. But dedicated servers, community servers, all that kind of stuff. I think it would be a better idea to just wipe fresh. I think on 1.0 they should just wipe everything. Just wipe everyone's early access accounts. That's my personal opinion. So everyone starts on the same footing then, especially with the global PAL storage. That thing, if people can keep their early access stuff, let's say put some sort of block on it, they'll be able to take that into 1.0, and that'll be just, I think that'll ruin it for a lot of people. Alright, I'm not going to go too far. I'm just literally going to do these 3 rows of roof / floor, and then go for break, come back, do the eggs, and carry on. Oh, I need a new controller. There we go. How much is she eaten? Still on 30, so the Celine hasn't even taken 1 donut yet, and that again, that is because they've only got a food value of 3. There you go. Oh, food value of 2. Sorry. So transport, and this isn't even maxed out. So this will be, once it's 4-starred, it'll have 5 handiwork and 4 transport. Which Anubis, I think, has got less than that. Yeah, so Anubis still has handiwork 5, but only has transport 3 when it's maxed out. Whereas Celine has transport 4, plus Celine has got medicine. Because of the way I work my miners, I prefer having a higher level miner, because Anubis has only got mining level 4, whereas my miners will have mining level 5. Without books, of course. Plus, Anubis's food value of 6, triple that of Celine. And Celine's a dark pal, so nocturnal built in, which is better than Anubis. I know Anubis has got a slight movement speed higher, but that honestly doesn't bother me more than the fact of the utility of being a dark pal. Anyway, I need to go and have a break. I need to stretch my legs. I need to do some physiotherapy exercises. I need to give my voice a little bit of a break too, and just check on a few things. So I am going to go for a break, I shall be back soon-ish. a bit out of breath now after doing that physio, but back now. So let's go back to the nursery, check our eggs, or the eggs I should say. Where's my spreadsheet gone? Oh, there we go. Oh, dear me. Pick up the froglaters. 15 of them. One alpha. That means one's going to get thrown to the trash. I don't use alphas myself, only on one occasion, generally for land mounts. Other than that, no go. No go. Get rid. No, 3. Come on. Nope. Boom. That's those done. Now, have we got any alpha azure mains? No. Yes? No, they're all normal ones. Damn it. Oh well, they can be used as sacrifices then when we finally do get one. No alphas. Sucks. Not even going to check the passives because it doesn't matter. I want an alpha as my land mount. So I'm not even going to bother looking at the passives. They'll just become food. Prunella, let's see if we've got any workers, actual proper 4 passive prunellas ready to go. It's the only thing I need my cake up and running. I'm starting to get low on cake. I've only got about 500 left in each of my farms now. I started off with 20,000 cakes in each one, so I'm getting very low on cakes. So I need my cake up and running, and I'm getting low on minestrone as well. I've only got about 10,000 left. So I need to be doing crops, and I can't do that without the pals. Oh, that is a lot. Oh, of course, yes, they're the last ones I've got. Oh, annoying. Right, so we've got the breeder and we're looking for a breeder male. We want those 4 passives on a male. No. Oh, it's just going to be another bee guard. There it is. Boom. Lovely. Right, take that off there. Make sure we put this one in the pen, unlike last time. There we go. Just check the male, female. There's the male. That's the female. Yep. Great. Now I'll just quickly check to see if there's any actual workers in that lot. I only need a 4, and then it's going to be so close. Stars. Oh, look at that, 1 off. Another 1 off. Oh, even with the right colours. 2 blue, 1 yellow, 1 white. So, it's a 1 star. Page 22. Right, we want the farm first, so this one becomes 1 crop buff farm. Oops. F. And the reason I put that on there is so if I need more to breed more to get stars, I can quickly. And then update this. We now have the breeders up and running. So update the spreadsheet for that. Goes to that color code, that goes to that color code. That one is now active. Bred, it's level 1, so we activate that. color code it accordingly because it's going to need stars, levels, and souls. We'll do that at a later date. So that's 1 down, 3 to go. I've checked all of these. Alright, just these to go then. Okay, cool. Right, upstairs we go. Because I'm the only one that's generally moving around this base, I've put the pillars in to help me get around with my grapple core hook thing. None of my other bases, excuse me, none of my other bases have that pole because it actually interferes with the pals going up and down the stairs. So I don't really want that happening. Try to do this quickly so I can get done and get moving on other stuff. Bastigors, stars only, so I'm not bothered what passives they have. Same with the Hell's Zephyr Lux, I just need them to increase the workers I already have. I should switch out and breed ones I actually need, but that takes time and I don't want to do that on this stream. So I'll settle for just breeding stars for now, it's fine. I've got a base that is just full of ranches to breed various materials. Let's see if we manage to pick up any new ones. Preferably with Remarkable Craft and Vampiric, but Nocturnal will suit just as well. Oh, looks like I've got a full bluey cremis there. I'll check that in a minute. We'll go down to the PAL box. I hatch them here because it's just easier. Mainly just from just doing stars. Oh. They're on the wrong floor, but again I can't be bothered to sort them out. It's just like too much hassle. Time this right, I can get all the way down to the hatchy box without a problem. There we go. How's that? Okay. Let's have a look. I've got a couple of alphas, that's no good. Right, Cremis. 4 blues, please. Yes! Brilliant. I'll move that one over there. There we go. Right, let's rename this one. Can't remember how many workers I've got now. I think it's only 2. Yeah, this makes number 3. Another female. I'm severely lacking in males on these. Of I've got the breeding pair plus 3 workers and only 1 male so far out of the 5. So this one is going to be called 3 Wall Maker, and it's an F. There we go. Right, now let's the Plasmat Ryus, until I start getting the proper breeding pair, they're all just getting sacrificed for the coal. Then I don't have to mine it at the factory base. So they're alphas, which I've got no interest in looking at. OCD, sorry. Artisan Nocturnal, and that's no good. We want Artisan Work Slave Nocturnal. So unfortunately, bad egg. Another bad egg. Another bad egg. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. And we tapped out. Never mind. Always next time. I'm something like, I think it's like 500 to 700 Plasmat Ryus bred in. And yeah, I've finally got one with Nocturnal. Oh, is that a large? Is that a huge? No, it's large. So, ugh. Yuck. Just check on the food here. 960 minestrone, that is fine. I'll move that up there now the rubbish food's gone. Alright, back to the buildy base. Let's grab some water. Alright, so we're nearly completed now, really. Floor 1 or ground floor is done. I do need to change out all that white though, it's annoying. Go back to glass like I did for the downstairs. I'll just climb up there, it's easy. Parkour! Means I'll have some wood in my inventory, but that's fine. There we go, that looks better. Okay, upstairs we go. Right, this is the one where I need to wall off the stairs because this is the last floor. You could potentially go up one more floor for a PAL expedition. So you build here, you do exactly the same as we've done on the second floor here. So you just build this lot again with the staircase exactly as we've done here up, and then you could build a 4th floor, and on that 4th floor you could build an expedition thing if you want to, which I might be doing on another base. I want to see how it goes first, but at the moment I don't have near enough pals to run multiple expeditions. It is something I will do later on, but essentially if you want that, you just build, this will become the 3rd floor, a direct copy of the second floor, excuse me, and then when you get round to building the 4th floor, you'll need to build a wall inside your base to put the PAL expedition on top of it, so the bottom of the PAL expedition doesn't come through the floor. Can I show you what I mean? Probably. There we go. This isn't staying here, it's just an example. So for some unknown reason, the PAL expedition has got a huge arse. And it's all stone. And that looks atrocious coming through the floor. So what you need to do if you want one inside your base is you build a 1 high wall. Well, I'll just choose wood, whatever. Like that, and then you build like it massive, with leaving only 2 gap either side of everywhere, all the way around, including the stairs. And then you build a floor on top of that, and then you can build the expedition center on top of that. But I'm not going to do that on this particular build, but it is an option. For now, we will get back to the standardized template. So this is the one where we need to build the wall like I did on floor 2, and then remembered I was on floor 2 and not floor 3. So I'm just going to do what I did last time and build all this up. Sorry about that, I've got also delayed us, but never mind, eh? Come on. Up, go, up, up. There we go. Do the corners while I'm carrying it. Come on, come on. No, that's it. Whee! The other reason I like building on this isle is because the views are fantastic. Doesn't matter really where you build the base, you've got beautiful view. You've got the mountain over there, you've got the dev tree over there, and then you can see most of the isle as well. It's just, oh. There's that one. Come on. Okay, there we go. Pop this one here on this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's that done. We don't need that one on that one. That becomes a Japanese style. 2, 3, 4. Onto the wall. Ah, dang it.
Yep.
I need a new controller. Oh, oh. There we go. Slightly frustrated now. Alright, now we've got to go and find out which, I think it's this side. If we look, let go, Gale Claw. Thank you. We look down. There's our frog later. So it is here. That's where we need the 1, 2 door. Bop. Bop. Three. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. There it is. Alright. I normally do one of these across 2 or 3 days, but I'm trying to get it all done in this one stream so you can see how it's done, and then you can copy it if you so wish, and slow it down, and etc, etc. Any questions, just pose as comments on the vid, and I can then engage. I am on Discord. I just don't have my own server because I don't have the time to be on Discord all the time.
Yep.
Plus then there's the whole moderators issue thing, and just, it's not worth the hassle. For me, anyway. Maybe in the future, if I become an actual content creator rather than a casual YouTuber. That's later down the line, a lot later down the line. If ever. Come on.
Yep.
No. I've done all those. I'm trying to rebuild the same thing I'd already built. I'm going to go on the other side. The thing about Celine is that I can just have it sat there and I know it's not going to eat all my food. Whereas if I had a Anubis sat there, I'd be tempted to just put it back in a power box and get it back out again. Whereas with Celine, because of the low food level requirement, I can just have her here all the time. Even if I'm not actually building anything, and then when I do build something, she, like, comes over and just builds it in seconds. Ah! I used to build in wood floors, the Japanese style, but since the last patch they've done something where I can't spin it as easily as I used to. So I can't line up the grains of wood as easily, so I just moved to stone. Which is easier, I don't have to worry about which way the grain is facing then. Same with the metal. Metal's quite a nice material to build with, at least with the floors. But they've got a pattern on them, and then that makes me want to line the pattern up, and that can become difficult to do. It was easier, but then I don't know what they've done with the last patch, but somehow they have decided if you're facing a particular way, regardless of what buttons you press on your controller or keyboard, the floor will face a particular direction, and I hate that. Because I build from odd angles sometimes, and I need to be able to turn the floor piece or the piece I'm building in a variety of ways, and I can't do it anymore. So, come on, that's it. Right, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Right, okay. We have that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Window, not window, panel, panel, panel. Come down, panel. I'm trying to get this done now because my autistic brain is like, you're late for doing chores, which means I'm going to be late to bed, which means it's going to ruin tomorrow. But also, I need to finish this build, so My brain's at war with itself at the moment. It's also frustrating because I know how there's not much left to do. Really isn't. About half an hour, 20 minutes maybe. But that is enough. That means it means there's a chore that I usually do at night time. I won't be able to do, which means I'll have to do it tomorrow, which means it's going to take longer because the people I care for then will then be awake. It's not necessarily they get in the way. They want to help, but the help actually hinders me from doing it as fast as I can do it. So it's grand scheme of things, it'll be fine. I'll do the main chore tonight, and then I'll put a movie on or something to relax for a bit. I'll go to bed, but I need to get this build finished. I should just jump up there and get it. I could have done it by now. But when I get this little corner piece, it's just, I find it quicker to do it this way normally, because there's not very many of them. If I'm doing it around the whole wall, then I will just jump up there with the grapple hook. Oh, you're being so annoying. There we go. Right. That's that bit done. What time we got? 0015. Oh, and I've realised my mistake. I've done a mistake already. So we'll just rectify that. The reason I use wood here is a completely role-playing thing. It doesn't matter. You can use whatever you like. But I put this first level as wood because the top floor always has your beds. Without a doubt, you always put your beds on the last floor. I know some people scatter them around, but I find they get in the way and can cause pathing issues. I also am aware that you can stack beds, but again, I consider that a little bit of a exploit / bug. It's not what the devs intended, so I don't use it. So this floor here will just house all 40 beds, because I have 40 pals at my base, or I can have up to 40 pals at my base. I will build 40 beds, because then I don't have to worry about going, oh, I've only got 20 pals, that's fine, I'll build 20 beds. And then later on going, oh, I need to summon a pal from my pal box. Oh no, they're going to get unhappy because there's not a bed for them. No, I just build 40 beds and then it's done. And this is a privacy screen for my pals when they go to bed. I told you, RP. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but that's what I do. Oh, and these are going to be... No. Yes. No, I was right the first time. Because it's the bedroom, these all become glass panels, and the ceiling is just on the top. The windows are just on the top. Told you I went into a bit of a autistic autopilot, so just quickly run around and correct the issue. Thought that went down then. Come on. There we go. Doesn't matter much about these because there'll be an outside wall on them, and we can't do the second level around there because we don't have the pillars in place, which is okay. Yep, third level. Oh, dear me. Up we go. It's just gonna be quicker to this way, I think. Maybe not. Right. I just whisk around here, and the stairs just become windows again. Boop. Up we go, all the way to the top. And down we come. I should have just gone horizontal. Like that. I've just done it this way. I forgot I can't build top down. It's always down up, which again is frustrating for me because it doesn't, you know, I've got the pillars in place. I should be able to just build the windows there and then go down underneath, but nope. That is not how it's done in Palworld, at least. Okay, so we've done all the odd bits. The staircase is done, the frog later's done, so now we just need to do the easy section, which is the main wall itself. So we just run around putting the level 2 pillars in place. Oh, missed one. Two. 3. It's not too bad. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Oh my days. I'm not at the right angle. Again, it's just because of the controller. I know people say you shouldn't blame your tools, but when you've got... I could literally leave it there, and after a while the world will start spinning because the left stick controller will just start doing things by itself. It's very annoying. That's my fault. Find the right B line at the right angle, you can just run, you can get them all done. Oh, slightly too far away from that. There we go. Ah, come on. I'm also getting irritated because one of the content creators I like to watch at this time of night / day has just gone live, and I really enjoy... Oh, hello. Is that here? Or is it one of my other ones? I don't know where that one is. Upset no one to do any tasks. Oh, because I haven't got a spring down. Or has she got stuck somewhere? I'm going to have a look in a minute. I want to finish this wall off. Might just throw her back in a power box. I don't need her anymore. She did things I wanted to do. Come on. It's unusual for them to get unhappy. They don't usually, unless they're stuck somewhere. I don't know why I should be stuck. Oh, food's there. Oh, go back in there. There we go. I'll leave that. How's the food doing? 4 minutes before it goes to deterioration. So we'll just pop it back. Pop it in there. There we go. We'll leave that there for when I build the beds. Right, there we go. Up we go. Okay. Oh, wrong way. I forgot. I can't build left. I've got to build right. Ah. Oh, come on. Honestly, didn't think this. I normally get this done in two 90-minute sessions, so 3 hours, and I'm done. Well, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I've got 15 minutes to get it done, and I'll be on target for my normal time.
Yep.
Oop.
Yep.
I might be able to do it. Not sure. It's going to come down to whether I can get the frog later shaft done.
Yep.
That's the one that usually takes the time. Plus getting this level 4 done, because you need to be up here and your stamina burns out. Oh, Gale Claw, let go. Wish you could animation cancel that quicker, but you can't. It's so annoying.
Yep. Yep.
There is literally no faster way of doing this. I've tried. I've even built like a little scaffolding shelf at level 2, like a temporary roof, one roof all the way around the edge, so I could get on there and then just build that way. So like I do effectively 2 level 2s rather than 1 level 4. But by the time you've built that and then disassembled it, the time doesn't work out. It's not cost effective, as the saying goes. You actually spend more time faffing around doing that than you would just normally doing this.
Yep.
So might as well just do it this way. If you need obviously a lot of stamina to do this. Unless of course you turn off your stamina on your custom settings if you're on a private world. On a dedicated server, that's going to be dependent on your settings. This template should work in a dedicated server. It just depends what settings you've got or what settings that server has. But you can burn through quite a lot of materials doing this because it's such a large structure. Especially if you're doing the pillars like I have done. It's quite a lot of wood. One of the bases I built, which was primarily out of wood for the Japanese style, I went through 40,000 wood. That's 40,000 wood doing one base. Another reason why I use different materials, so no one material has quite a lot of strain on it, other than the Paldium. But then I've got so much stone, I just, crush it into Paldium. I'm usually pretty good. Oh, I've got 2 left. I'll do those the old way, as I say. Just 1. Come on, come on. I had it twice, 3 times. There it is. Boom, done. Alright, now all that's left is the roof, but before we can do that, we need to put a staircase into the roof as well, in case you don't want to use a frog later. So, I build this out of wood as well. And we put it there. Again, this is 4 high. It does slightly restrict your bed space, but it is nice to have in case you want to come down the stairs. It just means this particular section you won't have beds. I've never found it to be an issue myself. And yes, you do need these walls. Again, build it out of whatever material you like, but you do need them. I don't think I built that in the right place. I think it might be off. It usually comes to the corner here. Unless I've put it in the right place, and therefore this is correct. This is the only time I use these Japanese staircases because they're awesome and I love the look of them. But you, as I said, you can't build 2x2 because the pals, or the railings get in the way of the pals. So right, now this is the main roof, but because of the frog later, we have to build flat roofs. So we can put in all of our things we need. Because of my preferred roof, I can't use because it blocks a lot of other things I need to build. So for now, we've got to use some stone, and I just build this rather large chunk of stone ceiling, generally out to here, and then all the way down, right the way across. It then, whichever bits I then, sorry, most of this will then get replaced once I've built the frog later, because it's not needed. 1, 2, I need another one more section along here. Come on. Oh, stop moving, stupid. That's a broken controller, I told you. The left stick is so annoying. That should be enough. Where's the actual... I think it's here. Is it there? No, because there's the joiner. It's another reason why I do it, so when I'm planning it, I can see... Right, so we only need 2 high here. So 2, 2. And put the door in. We actually use... Think about it. No, hold on. I've got this backwards, haven't I? Because we come in that direction. Yeah, okay. It's that door. Boom, done. And this all becomes... Where is it? Those. There, 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 there. And these can have the stone. Yep, there we go. 1, 2. I won't be able to build this one because of the staircase. Oh, I can. That's good. Sometimes you can't. It's annoying. 1, 2. That becomes a 2. I think at this stage that becomes a 1. Maybe. I can't remember. And then we go there, 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 do, bang, 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 bang. This all becomes white because of the way lights work. At the base, they don't shine up from too far away, so you have to build like this, and that goes there and there, that goes there and there. No, that's wrong. Yeah, I thought I'd done it wrong. Okay. Oh no, that's it, that one. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That goes there. That goes there. That's it. Right. We then have that door there, another one there. We then have... Is that right? Yes. Sorry, I'm doubting myself. I've built it 8 times and each time I have doubts, and sometimes 2 or 3 times I've had to rebuild the entire section because I've just made a mistake. That's flipped. That's better. Damn it. Stupid broken controller. It's no longer even. About there. I'm not going to get it done in my normal time. Got 4 minutes, but oh well. That sits there, and then no, I am right. I am right. It does have another section. It does have another section. I thought it did. That goes there. That goes there. I was right the first time. Oh. That moved. I'm aware I'm rushing. Again, it's the time constraints. I normally put these perfectly centralized on the stone. Where is it? We use the old looking leather armchair because it's out in the weather, so it's going to look a bit old, but we've got a little blanket so we can sit on our chair and look out at the view, which isn't a great one because we've got the Moonflower tower right in our eyes, but it's unfortunate. That's the way it's happened. Right, so up, up, up.
Yep.
No, that way. I went too far. And yep, that way. Oh, you allow me to turn today. Awesome. Make it go a bit quicker. No. Oh. Stop moving. See, look, I'm pressing the button to rotate it and it won't let me rotate. So now, oh, there we go. I have to move. I shouldn't have to do that. I should not have to do that at all. Oh, whoops. I forgot I hadn't built that bit of the ceiling. We'll go in this way then. That's fine. There we go. Right, now where's that bit of random ceiling gone? There it is. How the hell did it end up there? That's it. Oh dear. Right, so yeah. That one comes up for aesthetics. Bang, bang. That becomes a 2. Bang, bang. No. Yes. Don't put that end on yet. We go over here. Whoa. Bang, bang, bang. Up, up, up. Come on, up. Get up there. Bang, bang. No, that shouldn't have a second one on it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Right. Ooh. Control. Effort. Boom. Up. We need a stone roof here for a sec. Like this. So we can build the end like that. Go around here. Can't build left because for whatever reason. And then we come up, pop our roof on, our actual roof. Hit the replace button, build that roof. Oh, I come out of the, what's it? There we go. Come on. That's that bit done. And before I do the rest, I just make sure that the rest of this part is done. It is. So now we can go ahead and just lay our roof on our building. And then the last bit is, well, not last bit, but... Stop doing that. I don't like the fact that it turns. See, it turned. No reason. I hadn't changed on my direction or anything. It just randomly changed. So frustrating. It has slowed my building progress down by so much. Because I can't just autopilot walk forward and build. I have to be double checking everything. Only since the last patch. It wasn't like this previous. There we go. Right. Turn off replace. Sorry I've gone quiet, I'm just concentrating on this roof. Ah, that was my fault. That was absolutely my fault, that one. There we go. Oh, right, now let's finish off the frog later. Now this bit is completely optional. I will complete it after putting in the beds, but again the beds are just so easy. Close this door. Always make sure your doors are closed to stop the PIDF coming in. Right, so we need a stone platform there, just so I can get out. Nope, close the door. Are you ready? Steady, jump. I didn't have my camera angled, so I couldn't see the floor. Normally I'll just go all the way down to the bottom and then stop. Right, okay. So now at this point we will grab out a saline once we put some food in the food box. It doesn't matter how much food goes in there as long as it's some. Drop off the stone into here. How much Have I got enough? I can only build 9. Oh well, I'll build 5 and you'll get the gist. Where are you, Celine? Did I rocket past them? No, where are they? There they are. You'll do. Alright, so what I normally would do is start over in this far corner in the left. Grab a large pile bed. I only use large pile beds at this stage. And then just go 1, 2, 3, 5. And then I would come down and do another row of 5. I'm not going to do it because I just, as you can see, I don't have enough high quality cloth. I'll then do another 5 for 10, 15, 20, 25, which puts you about halfway down the building. I would then go into this corner over here, and you can fit another few in here. 1, 2, possibly 6 in this little bit here. And then you start over in this corner. Another 3 there, and you come all the way down to the door here. And then after that, you should almost be maxed out of your 40 beds. I would show you every single one. I just don't have enough high quality cloth at the moment, and it'll take too much time to get the high quality cloth, enough high quality cloth to then be able to show you. But that's the gist. So you just pop them down in a relatively order. I usually make it a lot neater than it is now as well. But that's that done. Now let's show you the optional frog later. I say optional because you don't necessarily need it, but it's just a handy way if you do a lot of flying like I do around places to get in and out your base. One from a flying mount perspective. So again, the first floor is always metal, just again to stop those guards, etc. The next thing we do is grab hold onto. Oh, why are you doing that? Grab hold onto our pillars because we've got the 4 here, and then we just build all the way to the top. And then you want 2 higher to match there. There we go. And then I face the camera down. Cancel, cancel, let go. Go claw. Boom, and we're down. And I just do the same with all the other pillars. And just keep going up. Oh, itchy nose. Excuse me. Yawn. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Go claw. Way too early. Now I'll hold on to the roof there. There we go. Bump. You'll see how it works once I finish building it, and then you can decide whether it's something you want to attach. The original creator of the Froglator, Spighead Gaming, only does a 1x1, and he literally uses it to go up via Kojiro's partner skill, and then he just jumps down, and he's got jump boots to stop his fall. I prefer using Gale Claw, but I also prefer mine to be a bit bigger because then I can be on my flying mount and fly up and down it. That's the only reason mine's bigger. Literally is. He does literally one foundation and just goes all the way up with no pillars. I have mine more space. I also have medical conditions IRL. In fact, I don't. I've got claustrophobia, so I don't like small spaces. So a 1x1 is actually too small for my IRL brain, and I can't deal with it. So it started off being a 1x2, that became a 2x2, and now it's a 3x3. It just grew. Two more. Oop. Last one. Boom. Down we go. I'm actually going to grab a claw up to this one. Just a bit easier. Quicker as well. Do. Up we go. All the way up. Yeah, it's my fault. I had an itchy nose, unfortunately. Oh, no dear, I took damage. Oh well, never mind, eh? Itchy nose at the wrong moment. Up we go. I won't parkour up this one because it's a pillar and I'm a bit concerned that I'll end up falling off and going all the way back down again, and I don't want that. Last two. Boom. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Down we go. There we go. Okay. And now it is just the walls to be built on. And I kind of just do glass all the way up. Just glass. Top one becomes a glass. Oh, come on, build it, you. Oh, God's sake. I forgot I've got to wait for that little click. Red, green, there we go. Glass panels all the way up, and then the last one becomes a glass window. If you time that wrong, you do die. So, fair warning. And depends on your death penalty on the world you're on. Depends what happens. If you didn't want to risk that, you could always just climb over the edge, summon your flying mount, and then just fly down, or glider down. Well, I've got to say Gale Claw. There's only two gliders I'm aware of in the game, Gale Claw and Hangu. Hangu actually rises you up, and Gale Claw takes you down. Which is why I don't have Hangu. I want to breed one at some point because there are some times where I do want to glide that glides up. I've never used one, so I don't know if it's just a naturally thing or whether you have to hammer a button to go up. If you have to hammer a button to go up, I'm not interested. I'll just go up and get my flying mount. It's easier, generally quicker. Oh, my days, really? They are not happy in this base. Even with the alpha generators. It's because they've got a straw bread. Well, it doesn't anymore. That's not you. What? It's saying it's 100 out of 100 and yet I got a message saying it's struggling or whatever. I don't need it anymore anyway. I'm not building anything else here at this base that I need it for. So we'll just do that. And stick it all back in the guild chest. Get my donuts back into my bag. I do have the max size feed bag. I just don't put anything in it other than the donuts because there's no point. The donuts do everything I need it to. My pals don't complain. My pipe pals don't complain. Jet Dragon is constantly like hungry. So if I find food out in the wild, I just feed it to him. Other than that, feed bag, donuts, job done. I know some people put pizza in there, or depending on their world settings they're on, they use different food types for various things, but... Oh, forgot to change my camera angle. Done that a few times. Come on, 2, come on, 3, that's it. Parkour, couple, that's it. Oh dear me. It doesn't matter how many times I build this base, at this juncture I just get bored. It's so close to being finished, I'm just like, I want it done now. I want to go and do other things. But I also know it's like another 5 minutes and I'm completely done and the base is done. There we go. Right, now just put the roof on because we're at the top. Just makes sense. Oh, God. Bloody. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's because the replaces a new feature. I'm still not used to it. Let me twiddle it. I don't care what area, way I'm facing it. If I want to turn the damn thing around, I should be able to turn it around. So stressed. Right, there we go. And there we go. There's your steps. So all we need to do now is the last little bit, really. So we come out onto our last platform here, go all the way down, stop at the second floor, or whatever you want to call the floor above the one that's got the power box on. And we put a stone floor, or a floor outside, one in the corner and one there. This gives you plenty of space to fly on whatever flying mount you've chosen to use. And with mini parkour up. Close that door. And do the same thing. didn't mean to roll off. Parkour. That's it. And the final touch is in this corner. I build a cloth covered chest just in the corner here, just in case. I normally in here I would put a stack of gold, and then about 200 exotic spheres in there, and some ammo of whatever weapons I tend to be using, all just stacked in the chest here. So I'm running low on something, I can just nip into any one of my bases, come in here, grab that, hit the take all, and I'm done. But I'm out of exotic spheres at the moment. I use them to capture a ton of pals. And because I've got pal appearance 3 on, where 1 pal is, I have 3 pals, including some bosses. So I was going through I went through 2,000 ultimate spheres and about 3,000 exotic spheres. Which is why I've only got 400 ultimate spheres left. So that's the frog later. Now the general idea of the frog later is you come in here, you close the door, you summon your frog later. Now mine hasn't got any stars, so I'm not expecting this to work quite normal. And then it should. Oh, there we go, all the way to the top. How's that? And that's what it does. There we go, and that's the frog later for you. And you're all the way at the top. And then just to show you, there's my dragon flying now. And then I can just fall all the way down. Whee! There we go. Or I can just fly all the way up. I'm up top, and I'm going to just de-summon it, and then I'm back there. I couldn't find a good way of having this open enough for a flying mount just to fly in and go down there without it being open. Now I do a lot of merchant capturing, and I'm at the wildlife sanctuary a lot for various reasons. So I mean that means I'm generally end up at assault level 5 or 6. So I can't have any of my bases with a single gap in. But that is the template base. As you can see, you've got a lot of space here to put in whatever you want. I would suggest having a cool box. I normally put my cool box on the edge here, there, because then that gives space for Bastigor to sit pretty much anywhere without being interfered with pathing to the PAL box. And then you can put whatever you like down here, whichever base you're using goes down there. And then you've got some more space on the second floor to put, again, whatever you need. I mean, this is complete blank floor. Normally, I would also put in a glass panel above the PAL box, which is not quite there. It's 1, 2, there. Yeah, so normally I would just put in a glass panel. I'll show you now. Just so I know where the PAL box is on the lower floors. You don't have to do that. It is just, for me, it is just so I know the PAL box on each floor is in this location. And then I would do that on the 3rd floor as well. So this, again, is another floor to put stuff in, whatever in. I use these little corners here to put high quality springs in, 2 or 3 of them. They can squidge. And then on this side, I would then reserve this spot for the power generator and accumulators here. So your electric PAL can come up here and do that. But then, like I said, you've got all this space here to do with whatever. And then you've got the 3rd floor, which, that's better, thank you, is basically beds. If you don't have 40 PALs at your base, then your beds still go up here, plus whatever else. But do not put anything work up here for your pals to do, because they can bug out once you get onto the 3rd floor. It's just easier. You may have pathing issues. You'll get constantly spammed with can't reach, work in place. So the third floor or above should only be reserved for non-PAL things, apart from beds, because they just come up here and they climb onto the nearest bed and go to sleep, unless they're nocturnal, which point you still need a bed for your nocturnal / vampiric pals, because otherwise they get unhappy. And at this stage of the game, you should be using large pal beds. The only reason I've got such a low quantity of high quality cloth is because this is my 9th base. I have built 6. Hold on, what are we? 9 is max, minus 2 because they don't have beds. That's 7. So there's 6.5 bases I've built. All have 40 pals, all have 40 large beds. And I haven't created any large quality cloth because I just haven't bothered. So that's it. That is my template for a starter mega base. There are a ton of designs out there that you could look up from various content creators that all look absolutely amazing. Probably better than the box I've done. You can, again, there's plenty of space for decoration. If you're using this as a farm, so like you've got your fields down, then what I would do is pop your silo and your water fountain and your flower bed in this corner, because then they're out of the way. You could just literally put your silo here, then your water fountain, then your flower bed. I would also, something I did forget to do, I have a medicine rack on the second and third, the first floor, power box floor, and the floor above it. It's not perfect. I normally build them in purpose, but I put this one on this side, and then go up here, and then the one on this floor generally goes over somewhere over by this door, because it's out of the way, but the pals can still get to it. And then you just stock it with 50 or 100 of each of the 4 medicines. So if they do get injured, they can heal themselves and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's it. That is the template. Pretty much done. I don't think I've forgotten anything. After that, everything else is your choice. Put whatever you want, wherever you want, really. If the template doesn't suit you, then change it. Or, like I said, there's plenty of Palworld content creators out there. There's some awesome bases out there. Again, most of them don't use mods or exploits or bugs to build. Some people do fantastic bases, but they're using mods or they've changed the settings. And I don't like doing stuff like that. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful to you. I'm off to go and do some chore, because it's really late. I'm normally in bed by now. It's just gone past 0100 hours. That's 1 a.m. in the morning local time. So I am extremely late to bed. But I wanted to do this, and it's easy to do as a live stream because it's just over 3.5 hours. And doing a YouTube video on that is just horrendous. So there we go. That's all done. Next stream should be about 24 hours from when this one started. I don't know what I will be doing, but I'll be doing something. So if you've got some spare time, pop around, join in, and I hope to see you there. Until next time.